we found a couple interesting things going on. Is that you may have heard of this K-shaped economy concept, where kind of the higher quartile, let's say, are doing well and headed upward, and especially those who have a nice stock market account are doing well, whereas the bottom half don't have that asset base that's growing, and they're struggling more so. But what's interesting is the top folks, they're a little bit stingy when you think about it when it comes to food expenditures. You may not realize, but I think it's top 20% of income folks, their number one grocery outlet is Costco, right? Which, they're looking for budgets too. And we're also seeing continued strong growth in private label brands. And that's putting a real squeeze on the branded label companies, your traditional food companies that you'd see in the middle of the grocery store, in the freezer case, prepared meals and so forth. Those companies are getting squeezed. So, coming back to our the farm level, I'm anticipating in the next 6 months or so continued squeeze on our animal protein segments, particularly, beef supply is still incredibly constrained, but we've kind of seen prices at the retail level have leveled off somewhat. So what does that tell you? It says the consumer is saying no mas. That's an old boxer said that. No, I can't do it anymore. So we're seeing some signs of stress at the consumer level.
Rob spent time talking about inflation. The other part of the inflation here is oil price. The shockwaves continue to roll throughout agriculture, and fuel isn't the only concern. Fuel is the foundation for fertilizer, and that's putting a lot of pressure on the row crop sector, soybeans, corn, wheat, and throughout that space.